Hi guys. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about some animal curios and their uses in magic. So we have three main curios here, and there are three things that people probably concern themselves most with: money, luck, money, love, and banishment. And when I say banishment, I mean getting rid of negativity and negative spirits. And so the first thing that we have is for money. It can also be used for good luck and gambling, and it is a gator's paw. Okay. This is actually the newest piece to my collection. I bought this today. I was going to get some gator's teeth to go with it and maybe make a little necklace out of it, but I was just like, no, today I'm just going to get the paw. So gator's paws are really good for money, and if any of you have ever read anything on hoodoo, and particularly, what's the name of that book? What is the name of that book? Is it, it's a green book by Cat Ironwood. I forget the name of it. But, it talks all about gator paws, and it talks about how you can use them, how you can feed them. But traditionally, these are fed with, Van oil, urine, whiskey, or... No, that's it. Van oil, whiskey, urine. Fun fact, did you guys know that Pine Sol is Van oil, except Van oil has lemongrass in it and Pine Sol doesn't. So really, all you have to do is add maybe some lemongrass exalt and you have a similar mixture. A similar, if not equal to, mixture. So, first of all, this is a gator's paw. Very important. It's very good for money. I have not blessed this yet. It has not gone into work yet. But when you use it, they're said to bring in money fast. So the next thing that we have is for luck, and it can also be used for prosperity too. It is a raccoon penis bone. I think I did a video about this already, but raccoon penis bones are very good for binding spells. The technical term for them, the term that you might also hear from is a coon dong, which is it basically is what it is. I mean, because the penis bone of a raccoon is actually to help keep it from getting flaccid. It's to help from making it soft, basically. So the penis bone is also very good for fertility, and people associate fertility with prosperity, and so that's where you kind of get the money aspect into it. You also get that this comes from a male raccoon, because only men have penises, only males have penises, and it comes from a male raccoon, which means that it the male is sort of the hunter and the provider, and so that's where you also get a money association. But mainly these will be used for love, and what is typical of them is that these are gifted to women as signs of like going steady or being in a relationship. And so the common mojo with this is that you'll make you'll dress it with some herbs and some things that'll keep the person faithful. And then you'll give this to them as a necklace, as an earring, or as something that they wear, and they are faithful to you. Now the last animal curio that I have here, which is extremely hard to find, mind you. And when I say hard to find, it's not hard to find because... It's hard to find because people lots of times don't know what a real one looks like. But this is a crow's feather. People, let's talk about this. So I went into the hoodoo store today, rootwork store, whatever you want to call it. The local one is called the Conjure Shop, and I'll put the link in the description. But because I think they do distance orders. But anyway, I went into the local Conjure Shop just to get the gator's paw. That was all I wanted. That's the only new thing I really needed. And I saw she had crow feathers. Now, Mama Izzy is a really good friend of mine. I saw she had crow feathers, and I was like, oh my gosh, Izzy, are these... And she was like, I asked her, Izzy, are those crow feathers? And she was like, yes, they're the real thing. And I was like, I took one and I have a candle and I know exactly what I'm going to do with this. This is going to stay in the bag until I'm ready for it to be used. And then once I'm ready for it to be used, oh, I'm going to get to work with that. But the crow feather is, it has a lot of associations. You know, you can associate the crow with death. You can associate it with the crone. You can associate it with, the scavenger part, which is sort of like, the crow comes in after everybody's had its fill and it eats whatever is left over. So, I mean, the thing about root work, and my whole point of this is like, I'm getting to a bigger point. My whole point in showing you all of these things is that root work is about shamanism and animal magic. And when I say animal magic, I mean looking at what an animal represents, what part of the animal that you're using, whether it be the claw or it be the penis bone or it be the feather. It's looking at, first of all, what the animal represents as a whole, and then what it represents, what the part that you're using represents. So the alligator is thought to be prosperous because of its relation to the Nile. I mean, because Sobek, the god of the Nile, he was thought to be a prosperity god, a fertility god. He was also thought to be a protection god too. So this could very much be associated with protecting your money. Like I said, I explained how the raccoon penis bone had so many, relations, but I mean, what is it really related to? It's related to the penis, and that's related to sex, and lots of times we associate sex with relationships. And like I said, we have the crow's feather, and the crow is, it's an animal associated with the crone and the darker type of magic for some reason. So a lot of what you find a curio for, first of all, you can look it up. I always suggest that you look it up, first of all, so, I mean, you know what to use them for traditionally. Second of all, I suggest that, if you have a shamanism background, and when I say a shamanism background, I mean if you have an understanding of how nature works, and you have your own understanding of what animals do, then you can build your own associations with these animal curios. So, that's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Please go visit Mama Izzy's shop. I left her link in the description below. And ashe, ashe, ashe.